Oh yeah, we got a hand dredge, baby.
Welcome back to the MTN Prospecting Channel. We're expecting a storm soon. It's supposed to hit around noon today. I think we're getting like up to 20 inches of snow. I'm sure all of you watching are also going through this storm. So good luck to everyone. Stay warm. And today, since I can't hit the rivers, I'm gonna make a new hand pump for the summer. So I've seen a lot of different people make this hand pump. I think they call it a Yabi pump or something similar like that. It's kind of like a hand dredge. What you're gonna need for this, I'll kind of pop up a list on the screen right now. But you're gonna need a 2-inch PVC pipe at 2 feet long, a 3/4 inch PVC pipe at 2 feet long. Then you'll get a T-cap for that 3/4 inch PVC and end cap for both the 3/4 and 2-inch PVC. Some tools you might need. This isn't the proper bit, but a 3/4 inch drill bit would be better to drill a hole in your cap. And then you're also going to need a test plug. This isn't the best test plug that I could find for this. I'm going to end up taking this cap off and switching it out with a washer so it can actually fit in that 2-inch PVC. So let's get started with the first step. All right, first thing I'm doing is cutting my hole in my cap. Not very circular. I kind of tried to rough out some of the edges to make it a little bit bigger for this 3/4 inch pipe. So we got the hole on top of that cap. We'll have our T-handle that goes on top there. And then it'll go into our 2-inch PVC tube. So now we have our handle going through our 3/4 inch PVC tube. And all we have to do now is attach our little test plunger here. I don't need this top red cap. If I left that on there, it wouldn't fit in that 2-inch PVC. So this part we don't need. I'm gonna replace that with this washer. It's a 5/16. I'm not sure the diameter. The diameter is probably 1.25 inches. You can really get anything that's going to, provide a good surface area to that rubber, because the whole goal is once we have a nut on there or a wing nut, it's going to compress that rubber gasket and make sure we have a good fit on our 2-inch PVC pipe. I'm going to drill a hole. I think I'll drill maybe a little bit larger than 5/16. So I'll drill like a 3/8 hole into this cap and then get this piece assembled. So once you have your hole in that 3/4 inch cap, you can put your piece back into that. Put that on top. And I'm actually going to use this wing nut still, since we're using it on the bottom. Just make sure these are lined up properly. Yeah, it's just spinning in there. I think once I get it tight enough, I think it'll stop spinning on its own. There we go. So I should be able to expand this enough to fit in that tube. This is kind of loose on here right now, so we'll tighten it up. I'll tighten it up a little bit more right now. There we go. All right, so as you can see, it's pretty loose right now. So we have a lot of hair on me. We have some good play in that, but you can just tighten this piece up to adjust that pressure that it has. So see if I can do it without it slipping inside there. Give it a couple good turns. And look at that, look how much tighter it is. So I'm actually gonna loosen it up a bit. You don't want it to be too tight. There we go, it's pretty good. You can see the dog hair on everything from my dog. He sheds like crazy. That's pretty good suction. I might be able to tighten it up just a bit more, but I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Push it through the other end. We have our cap on here for the handle. Push that down in. And that is our pump. So this thing's pretty cool. I think it'll be pretty durable. Like we said, we can always change out this piece. So if this rubber gasket ever fails on us, we can always change it out, but I think this will work pretty well for the river. I think we might need to tighten that up just a little bit more. Adjusting it once it's in here might be a little tough. So let me glue this thing up. And then I think I'm gonna still try to go hit the river, test this out, see how it works, and maybe even do a pan. So let's see how it works. All right, so we're out here in the environment to do some tests with our new hand dredge, but it's freaking freezing. I'm gonna get frostbite. Harley's gonna get frostbite if we're out here too long. I got Janelle on the channel today. We're gonna be out here for 5 minutes max and then get out of here because I don't wanna get frostbite. The river is insane. It's all blocked up. But let's do a quick test and get out of here. And then we'll get warm, Harley. So if anyone's wondering how the rivers are looking right now, pretty blocked up with ice. There's a couple free spots I'm gonna try to do my test out of with this guy. What do you think, Janelle? One test and then get out of here?
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping maybe I could get some gold. I'll test out of that spot right down there. I was like, maybe I'll be able to get a little bit of gold out of this, but no, it's too blocked up. Maybe go up on the bank and just make sure the suction and everything works okay. I don't think I'll be able to get any gravel, so I might have to wait till it warms up a bit in New England. I put it in here. Oh yeah. Try to test it out with the slush. Yeah, works pretty well. We can tighten that. We can tighten that up a little bit on the end, keep it from moving. Tighten it up, and then that should increase the suction even more. So, see if I can get a better spot.
Oh yeah, we got a hand dredge, baby.
I think I might make some modifications to this. This piece is wiggling back a little bit. But overall, it works as expected. I think we'll be able to get some good gold with it. It really helps out with the bedrock cracks. That's really why I made this. Once we get down to the bedrock under the water, it's a little difficult to get some of that material at the bottom. So this helps pump it out, and there's no motors, nothing like that. So we should be set for the summer. We're gonna find some gold with this thing. If you guys like the video, please like and subscribe. I've been putting some links down below to help support the channel. I have affiliate links for the pans we use, the crevicing tools we use. I get a little commission off of that. So if you want to support the channel, please check those out. And we'll see you next time on the MTN Prospecting channel.